welcome to Friday. How are you guys doing? Hope everybody's good. Hope everything is going well. Today at noon, I'm going to be doing a live with the Illust Illuminator. We are going to be talking about the full moon in Libra that's happening over the weekend. Woo! We're going to be doing that at noon Eastern time, so check that out. Next week, all of my lives, the Patreon live on Thursday, the members live on Wednesday, and the Friday live are going to be changing times. No, that's not true. The Thursday live is the same. The Wednesday live is going to be at noon, and the Friday live is going to be moved later to 2 o'clock next week. Not this week, next week. So April, is it April 1st? I think it might be April 1st. So check that out. If you're looking for the individual zodiac readings, I've seen a couple comments about this. They're already done and already on the channel. You can find them on YouTube here on my channel. So just click that thing that says videos and you'll see all the videos I've ever made. Almost 4,000 videos in the past 3.5 years, something like that. Yeah, 3.5 years. My goodness. All right, I'm gonna shut this off. Beep. All right, so let's see where we go here. One more thing we are doing in April, I want to mention we are doing something a little bit new for the channel. Oh, no, a lot new for the channel. I did a past life regression. It helped me immensely with my friend Mary Lee Lusardo, who is licensed and able to do such things, past life regression. And we are going to do that for the group of ya. Okay? It's like a class that I give. There'll be 3 sessions of it. If you want to figure out why can't I make money? Why don't I have the love of my life? What's going on with these issues in my life? Past life regression is the path. I mean, it shows you how you're moving from one life to another. It can be very revealing. And it also, the coolest thing to me, long-term thing to me, it's great for answering those questions. But it really helped me to understand how it feels to be in deep meditation, how it feels to be. And so some of it was new to me, even though I've been meditating for like 12 years. Some of it was new to me. And so I learned a ton, and that's why I wanted to bring it to you guys. So if you want to join that past life regression meditation, there's a link below. That's going to happen in April. Okay? Okay. All right. Let's see where we go here. Morning message for, I got my little calendar here, March 26th. Discovering truth. Traveling lightly. Overcoming obstacles. You can overcome anything. So I feel like part of this journey, I know this is the Sacred Traveler deck. I'm never going to forget you again, Denise Lynn. I forgot the other day. I'm never going to forget again, Sacred Traveler. So I know this is a deck about the journey, okay? But what I want to say to you is that there can be some things on your path or on your journey that you've just taken for granted as normal, or things that are like, that's not really, I don't see that as a block, or I don't see that as an issue. And I feel like part of this journey for some of you is going to be like, oh, wow, I didn't see this situation or this way of being as a problem. I didn't know that this was an issue. This seemed normal to me. Okay. So I feel like what's going to be happening is as you finally open up your truth, as you finally, open up to higher levels of connection or higher frequencies, you're finally getting there, finally really getting in tune. There's some things that, as we sort of peel back the onion, that is what this is like, right? Like there's some really obvious shit on the outside that has to go. There's some really, kind of things that are like, yeah, that's a little bit of a problem. Or it's keeping me from my journey. It's keeping me from my path. It's keeping me from happiness. It's keeping me from abundance, whatever. And I feel like there's some stuff that's going to be a little surprising. Ew, I didn't realize that was such an issue. Okay. So I think that that's what's going to be coming along here. And it is one of those moments in time when the truth you're discovering is that you are able to overcome anything. This is about stepping into your power, feeling free of obstacles, feeling free of ways of being, ways of dealing with relationships, ways of dealing with abundance or your work or anything like that. You're just going to be changing big time. Okay, this is the next level kind of stuff, and I've been seeing this coming for a couple of months. It's since I want to say since the solstice, or since the solstice, and even before that, early in December, I felt like there was. Remember, I was talking to you all along this winter path about things that were showing up and how surprising they were to me, and how they were really opening up my eyes to some things that needed work. Okay, and hey. Everybody's a work in progress. There's just no such thing as like, oh, I've done all the things. I'm totally enlightened. There's just really no such thing as that. Don't let anybody tell you that, okay? So, 9 of Pentacles. I feel like this is about getting your own self-confidence back. I do feel like, okay, 3 of Cups here. I'm going to say this. I do feel like, wow, okay, look at that. All right. I'll talk you through this for a second. I do feel like there might be certain relationships or situations in your life that it's not that they're toxic. It's that you've outgrown them, or that you have moved into something else. I do feel like you're calling in. This showed up yesterday too, and I do feel like you're calling in a life partner. And, part of this is healing the way you do partnership, healing the way you do any kind of relationship. There's an inherent low vibe. I don't want to say that because I don't think this is like, oh, you're so low vibe. I don't think that's it. I think it's like there's an inherent lack of awareness around the way you do relationship, the way you do friendship, the way you do family, the way you do, and I mean you as in, all of us, right? I'm not just saying, hey, you, I'm saying, all of us, the way we are doing things, there's some toxicity to it that I think it's going to all of a sudden be, we're going to be open to that idea of like, oh, wow, I didn't realize that this was, hurting another person, or I didn't realize that I was being hurt by this. I just didn't realize. And I feel like you're opening your mind to that, opening your eyes to that. And that's a really good thing, because I feel like other people are too. I feel like this is not necessarily just a you awareness. This is like a we kind of awareness. This is all of us. Knight of Swords, 7 of Cups, 2 of Swords, 8 of Wands, Star. Healing right smack dab in the middle. And this, sometimes people see this card and they're like, oh no, things are stopping. To me, this is like getting new perspective. Some very smart person once said to me, everything is perspective. Can you just get a little perspective about that? Can you see what's important about that and what's not important about that? Okay? I feel like the universe is, and that is in part of enlightenment, is that you can see better. Like in astrology, certain things in your chart are more powerful than others. It's not all the same. It doesn't all weigh the same. Okay. And some things are like, well, that's not really a thing. It's like comfortable there, or it's empowered there. Other things are challenged. That's your astrology chart. And we talk a lot about that on this channel. And I think it's seeing that certain things this is about perspective. Certain things have more weight than others. Okay. So how you might handle a situation with, your significant other may be different than how you handle a situation with a casual acquaintance, right? How you might be interested in moving forward in relationship or not may change based on now your new perspective. Emperor, 6 of Swords, Fool. There's a new path. A brand new path, baby. Mom's got a brand new bag. All right. The Emperor here, Aries energy, taking action to move forward, move away from things that are no longer serving you. Fool, jumping off into the great beyond. Okay. We're just going to be like, okay, there was something going on here that was a little bit difficult to deal with. You could be dealing with someone who has anger issues. You could be dealing with someone who has struggles of their own. This feels to me like on purpose keeping your eyes closed. This feels like on purpose being angry. Seven of Cups is a little bit of confusion about why things are happening the way they're happening. That Piscean energy, I'm not really sure about what's going on. So tomorrow when I do that, or today, Friday, when I do the live with Sonia, the Illust Illuminator, we're going to talk a lot about this Libra full moon. And I feel like full moons give you, you can see what's going on, right? The light is bright. You can see what's going on. New moons are when things are obscured, right? Like it's dark. You can't see the moon when it's a new moon. And this full moon is going to be shining brightly on some things that you need some new perspective about. Okay, you need some healing around, even though you really didn't think, and again, this is a general you, that there was anything really toxic about it. It just, okay, so let me give you an example. So I was raised in a house where it was 100% normal to go into the office on Saturday. 100% normal. My father did it every weekend. And I remember as a little kid, he would go early, right? He would go early, then he can come back and have the rest of the day with his family, obviously. But I remember just thinking like it was another work day. And he would come back and I'd be watching cartoons, and this would be, like 10, 11 o'clock or something, like kind of normal kid stuff. And I'd be like, oh my God, like Dad's home. Oh no, he can't see me not being productive. I'm 6. So I didn't think there was anything, first of all, I didn't think there was anything normal about watching cartoons. Maybe there isn't, I don't know. But I didn't think there was anything abnormal about going into the office. It's sort of like what you're used to, right? What is shown to you as your family of origin, what is normal and what is not normal. Some families can have, I went to a dinner one time, I stayed over at one of my friend's house, and it was just a free-for-all. They had 5 kids, and I was like, my brother was 11 years older, so I was kind of like an only child. It was a freaking free-for-all. I was there for the whole weekend, and I never ate. They would be like, look over there, and they take my sandwich. Look over there, they drink my milk, right? Like, I never ate. And so in the middle of the night, I'm downstairs, I'm starving. It's like Saturday night, and I'm standing in front of the refrigerator. I'm like, what can I just eat to feel better? Because I feel starved. I'm like starving. All of a sudden, my friend's father appeared over the refrigerator door. He's like, I was wondering how long it would take you. I was like, oh, Mr. Coggins, hello. Made me a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and a glass of milk. We had a lovely talk, and I went back to bed. So, so that's what's kind of happening here. It's like, I think you're creating some kind of new normal for yourself. Okay? I think you're seeing certain things now becoming unhealthy for you, even if they may not have been all that unhealthy, just in the general scheme. But now you're like, okay, that doesn't work for me. It's sort of like the time when people go from eating meat to being vegetarian, maybe to being vegan. They're like, okay, I'm not going to beat myself up for what I did or what happened before. I'm going to move into this new thing though, and this is how I'm going to behave, right? Overwork, whatever is, out of moderation, you can see as kind of a toxic thing. But, in moderation, you're like, well, I don't know what's the big deal. But then it becomes a big deal because you gain some kind of perspective that's new. And then it becomes a big deal. I feel like the universe is trying to talk to you about things, about ways of your life that may be shifting. And it's a whole new journey all of a sudden. It's a whole new journey. I want to clarify this. Knight of Swords, 2 of Swords. Eight of Cups, Page of Wands, 7 of Wands, Moon. There's the Moon, okay? I feel like if you're dealing with somebody, I almost feel like an old way of doing relationship. If you're dealing with somebody right now that's in an old pattern, they are resisting walking the path. They're resisting walking their spiritual path. Okay? And I feel like you might be kind of sparking their imagination a little bit, but it's fear. It's all about fear. So this other person, it has anger issues and has, I'm just on purpose blocking. All right. I'm just on purpose blocking because I don't understand it. All right. And like, hey, you know what? No harm, no foul. It's like when the mission shows up for you, when the journey shows up for you, we're all on different timelines, remember? So like allow people their own journey. Allow people to do what they want to do, and whatever's right for them is right for them. Okay, just allow it to happen. And, you know, that might mean that you're like, okay, I'm just going to go off on my path and, you know, maybe we'll meet up again or something like that. But it does, to me, it feels like this person has a lot of fear around that for some reason. Four of Pentacles in reverse just jumped out. Knight of Swords. Yeah. Five of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, King of Wands, Seven of Pentacles. I feel like they might, I feel like this person is looking to other people to fill them up. I feel like they put a lot of time and effort into cultivating relationships because that's how they feel is what sustains them, but they're really not seeing it, that it's them. So this is a very, I'm going to say this is a pretty toxic card, actually. Four of Pentacles in reverse. Like this, it means someone's holding back. Like this, it means someone is like stamping their feet and really just, you know, furious about their own fear. Okay, furious about their own fear. I do have a good feeling about this, though, because, you know, the Page of Wands could inspire them a little bit. They can overcome obstacles just like you can. And I feel like you might be inspiring this person to overcome these obstacles. Okay, you might be showing them, not by talking with them or anything like that, but just by doing what you're doing. And, you know, this whole idea of Star and Hanged Man in reverse, this is not a ton of action. All right, but this is about not pushing the envelope. This is about listening and receiving, and then you're able to take some action. All right. So I'm going to continue with this. I will look at, I see Aries and Capricorn here and Aquarius. Aries, Capricorn, Aquarius. Yeah. All right. I'll look at those three. If you're dealing with any of those three, Aries, Capricorn, Aquarius. Yeah, if you're dealing with any of those three, or you are any of those three, that might be of interest to you. If you want to go deeper into this reading, that's also what I'm going to do. So I'm going to continue on right now. The link is below. If you're on Patreon, the rest of this reading starts right now.